All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this, the 8th fight of the night, a welterweight fight, and a fight of 3 rounds of 3 minutes. For the last time, let's meet the fighters. Standing in the blue corner, representing Goulding's Martial Arts, weighing in at 77.4 kilograms, hailing from Wigan, with a fight record of 1 defeat, it's Sam Wilson! Let's meet his opponent. Standing in the red corner, representing Daywalkers MMA, weighing in at 76.6 kilograms, hailing from Warrington, with a fight record of 1 victory. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rob Lees!
So here we are with the second third of the card. More amateur fights. I'm Ian M16 Butlin, and sat as always with Jamie the Haymaker here.
Very exciting fight this, Ian. Heard good stuff about both guys. It could be a bit of a stand-up war, this.
Yeah, welterweight bout, different stature to the two. Wilson tall, rangy. Rob Lee's stocky, powerful.
Very unorthodox stance from Rob Lee.
Well, he's constantly changed his levels. I don't know if he's threatening like he's going to go for a takedown.
He's got to be careful level changing with them head kicks.
I was just going to say exactly the same thing. And that nice stiff straight jab. Wilson first to score.
Very rangy fighter. Here's Sam Wilson. Good work there, going for that takedown. Goes for that, he's switched to the single now, the outside single. Needs to wrap that right leg up against the cage to go for that single there. There we go.
That's a good defence, though. Looking to peel him off. Maybe not the best grip, but he's got the underhook. There, you hear the corner there, the Daywalker's corner. Got Jack McGann, Carl Prince.
Earlham's best lightweight.
Earlham's best lightweight, that's right.
Aaron Wilkinson. Not sure if he's made lightweight for a while now, though. But anyway, back to the action here. Rob Lee trying to put some knees in there, gets kneed himself and gets turned up against the cage. Well, a scrappy grapple so far.
Yeah, I think Lee's has stated his intention. He wants to try and get this fight to the ground. That was, I was going to say well thrown over there. Rob Lee's, Sam Wilson just using strength. But the problem with that was you land and your technique's not right. Rob Lee's reversed it and now he's got to exactly where he wanted to be.
Yeah, he just bounced right over, didn't he? With a really sort of nice sort of move. Goes Neon Bella straight into mount, and now he's looking to drop some bombs.
This is a bad position for Sam Wilson.
Yeah, it's a very bad position. Just covering up now. You know, he's giving his back up, which happens quite a lot in the amateurs, doesn't it? You know, take a couple of shots, give your back up quickly. But be very careful doing that, Ian. Don't know why he's stopped there. He seems to have slowed right down. Alex Minogue at the back of his ear, just shouting to keep going.
I think maybe he's worried about hitting the back of the head. It's quite hard. It's sort of covered up
well,
quite
them
well.
Shots are all legal.
Yeah, they are all legal, but there's nothing really. You know, there's no gap there. There's a gap for him to hit. You know, I think he was just looking for gaps.
Yeah, he's a bit high up on the back to be dropping shots like that, though.
Oh, there's a smile on the face of Sam Wilson. He was in a bad position.
Again, changing levels again. You know, he's got to be very careful changing levels, though, because you know, all it takes is one head kick from Sam Wilson, and he looks like he's got some really elusive kicks.
He does, and he's got a nice, straight, solid jab. Very, very underused weapon in MMA, I think. You know, a long, solid jab. And he needs to keep popping out like a piston.
Yeah, he definitely does. I mean, you know, Rob Lee got the better of that round for the fact that, you know, he pressured it more, he got the takedown, and then when he was in top position, you know, to be fair, he worked hard from the top. Sam Wilson, however, you know, he looks like he's got the better of the two stand-up here. You know, he needs to really use that elusive movement and try and keep this fight standing.
That's right, yeah. Long straight shots and high kicks, which is what seems to be working for him right now.
Does indeed. Let's see what he can do going into this this second round.
But again, you've got to look at, he did get that throw. He might not have been able to keep the position, but the strength that he showed throwing in with a hip toss, it wasn't by any means, perfect technique, but he used the strength, he got him straight over.
Oh, he's clearly got some power, yeah, absolutely. I think using the range with them head kicks, and using his kicks in general, he had a nice straight front kick, which was working really well for him. He just needs to use it a little bit more. Maybe use a few hands with it. He's got a very snappy jab. Maybe use that jab a little bit more as well.
Touch of gloves to start.
Oh, nice overhand right from Rob Lees there. That hurt Rob Lee though.
It did, and the difference is, look, Rob Lee's out at distance when he throws his shots. He's rushing in.
Yeah, he's got the go for the double leg takedown there. Maybe switch to a single now.
But again, Wilson gets the underhook. He's showing a lot of strength, Wilson.
Watch the knees there as well, Ian. You can drop some knees to the head. There we go. You can drop some knees to the head. I don't know why he's going body. Oh, that's folded him though.
Yep, that's why he's going to the body. That was a big dig deep in the body.
Rob Lee's trying to turn it into a scrap now. That's why, I think he's felt a couple of shots there, didn't like it, and maybe wants to push forward. Oh, he got caught with a looping right hook there.
That's where you see the distancing, the timing and distancing is with Sam Wilson. Frantic start, both now having a bit of a breather.
See, every time, for me, every time Rob Lee's, changes that.
Look at that straight jab.
Changes his level, I'd throw a head kick up because he's not going to expect it.
Those straight shots are winning again for Wilson.
Great work from Wilson so far with the hands. Really nice head movement. I think he got pushed back a little bit too easy there though for my liking, up against the cage.
I think that's the sort of the worst defence he's had to these attacks. But look again,
nice
there.
Nice sprawl.
He needs to push his hips down, legs out. Don't let him get a leg.
He's got a seatbelt there, good sit through.
Yeah.
Oh. Great work from Wilson. Now Wilson's in the top position. I can really start raining some shots down.
Yeah. Can he do more than Lees did with it?
Nope, he can't.
He can't.
Rob Lees did well there to fight out of that position. There was no hooks in from Sam Wilson. Not enough positioning there on the back. He just sort of threw a couple of shots without getting a position first.
Yeah, that's right. Again, it's like when he got the throw in the first round. He gets the position and he just doesn't hold it well enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Put some pressure on the neck there, up against the cage.
Well, this is where Lees needs to start getting them points back. He's been losing the stand-up. He needs to be working powerful ground and pound now against the cage.
Yeah, he definitely does.
It's difficult for him to get any reach because he's so much shorter. From this position.
Good work there from Wilson. Up kicks as well. Into the half guard, back to full guard.
Yeah, nice work there from Wilson. Very, very backwards and forwards action between these two.
It certainly is. Great work from both. So round two in the bag. Possibly looking at round a piece there. Round a piece, I'd say there.
Yeah. Difficult to argue. I think it was a very, very close round.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was a close round. I just think the stand up from Wilson was more on point there.
I agree. I would edge that round to Wilson certainly. I think Rob Lees had his moments. He didn't make the most of the ground and pound once he did get that top position. But I think that was a good round for Sam Wilson, which is making for a really exciting third round.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's always good to be going to the third round when it's even, so this is definitely quite an even contest so far. I'd like to see Rob Lee maybe close that distance a bit better. He's telegraphing that shoot though. Every time he changed that levels, Ian, it's a very telegraphed way of trying to shoot. I'm not saying it's not going to work for him, but he just needs to be careful of that head kicks. I'm telling you, I can see Sam Wilson throwing a big head kick up at some point. Both a bit tentative in the start of this third, Ian.
Yeah, they are. Understandably so.
A nice body kick there. Nice body shot there from Rob Lees, though.
It is. My one maybe criticism of Sam Wilson's stand-up.
Oh, nice.
He just goes back in a straight line. He doesn't pivot off. So what that's allowing Lees to do is when Lees does charge forward, he just chases him back to the cage.
Yeah.
I like to see Wilson fire his strikes and then pivot off to the side.
Very confident moving forward, is Wilson, but like you say, on the back foot, he seems to allow Rob to close the distance very, very easily.
Well, it's just all straight lines.
Oh, it's a nice left up there.
It is, but again, you're back off in a straight line,
Good
you're going
work.
to get stuck against the fence.
Good work from Wilson, though, to not be taken down there. Sort of try and teeing off a little bit with them shots.
I think a lot of his strength is very, very strong in the clinch.
Rob Lee's putting everything he's got into them takedowns now.
It's going to be tiring him out though, because it's good defence from Wilson.
And you're not scoring points really, just trying for the takedown and not succeeding, are you, Ian?
That's right. I'd like to see the referee break this up, to be honest. There's a bit of a lack of action last round. We need to see maybe a definite winner for this round.
So far we certainly haven't.
You see the referee was having a close look there.
All it could take is one takedown to end this fight for Rob Lees and get a victory. But it's some good work from Sam Wilson. He's not allowed to be taken down. I'd like to see him maybe try and fight out with this position though, because at the minute he's just riding and stopping the takedown.
Yeah.
He's not doing enough to fight back to sort of do anything to the referees to say, oh yeah, well, Wilson did well there.
Yeah, but Lee's certainly look now. Yeah, now he was a bit too nonchalant after the throw there. He threw him off fairly easily, but he let him grab his leg. Sam needs to push the back of his head, push his hips to the floor and get space. What he's looking to do is knee and work to mount again like he did in the first.
Yeah,
It'd be better just getting stood up, I think. Push on the back of the head, stand up and work your striking.
Yeah, he's definitely got the superior striking. It's a that's a nice knee there. It's a very tough round to call there, Ian.
I think I'd score that round to Sam Wilson personally. I think he just edged it.
Yeah, lucky for us, Ian, we're not judges, so we'll pass the decision over to them and we'll let them render it up.
Fighters to the centre of the cage, please. Fighters to the centre of the cage. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it again. Put your hands together for an absolutely fantastic contest there between these two warriors of the cage. And the verdict is in for this, the 8th fight of the night. And the winner by a unanimous decision in the blue corner, it's Sam Wilson! And of course, credit must go to his opponent, Rob Lee.